Today we're being joined by Emma Meggs, a local football player from Victoria. Emma, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Nice. Tell us a bit about yourself. What got you into footy and what type of position you play?
I was never really a footy player. I played basketball my whole life, and then I got into it for a little bit, went back to focusing on basketball, and then I just got drawn back into it and loved it ever since. I play in the midfield on the ball. I'll also occasionally play on the wing as well.
Very good. So obviously you were a part of the Oakleigh Chargers coach league team. How did that opportunity come about, and how was that time for you?
Yeah, I trained with them for a little bit. I was quite young at the time, so I couldn't play with them. But it was a great opportunity to just gain some skills. I ended up going back to basketball because I was tossing up between sports and I had to choose one. But while I trained with them, I learned a lot and had a great time.
That's good. You've been playing footy for 4 years, is that correct? And then you stopped after your first year to focus on other sports. So how was that decision for you? Obviously playing footy, but also trying to balance other sports as well.
Yeah, I guess I really had to make a decision. It was really tough at the time. I still remember it because basketball was what I was doing. I was playing high-level basketball, and then it was always – but I loved playing footy, but I couldn't keep doing both because it was like training twice a day for one sport and then the other one a few times a week, and there was just so much. But ended up choosing basketball but came back to footy, so yeah.
And so now that you're playing footy at a local level, are you still playing basketball on one side or just now sticking to footy?
No, I'm now sticking to footy, starting to hopefully play higher levels of footy, playing with collegians in the VFLW, and hopefully some opportunities arise from that. I've just come back from injury, so hopefully soon.
So what injury did you have, and how hard is it to come back from any injury, and in particular any form of an injury is obviously a big inconvenience?
Yeah, I had an ankle reconstruction, which was from a footy injury. It was an unfortunate event where one of my teammates stepped on my ankle on the side of it and it just snapped the other way. I'm like 3 months post surgery now, and I've started getting back into footy. It's obviously very hard in the time when you can't play footy or do any sports. Like, I had nothing to do because all I've done my whole life is play. There's not a time when I haven't played sport. So it was a very mental game, and it's also mentally challenging coming back because you're worried that it could happen again. But overall, I'm so glad that I'm starting to get back into it, and yeah, I missed it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's, as you said, yeah, you're playing sport to sport your whole life. You know, there's no break. But a lot of people love that, and I used to do that as well for a while. And you know, when there was any break in between, Emma, it's like, oh, I've got to wait 2 weeks to play this. But yeah, making an injury where you're forced even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Now, obviously, as well, in 2022, you were runners-up in the best and fairest alongside this year's pick 13, Issy Bacon. How was that time to finish a runner-up in any league, especially against someone who's now at the Tigers on an AFLW list?
Yeah, it was expected, and me and Issy have been best friends since we were like 8 years old. We started playing basketball together. She followed like the same path as me. We had to choose sports. We both chose basketball. But yeah, I love playing with her. She played a few games at Collegians last season. It was great to be back on the field with her. I'm always so proud of her for everything she does. I've watched like her progression through, and she deserves it more than anyone.
Well, on top of that, how proud of you seeing on the night she got drafted? Obviously, everyone had a good idea she would be drafted. It wasn't a matter of if, it was when. How were you on that night watching for her?
Yeah, I was overseas at the time, but I had it on my phone, and as soon as I heard that name, I called her. I texted her, and I was like, oh my God, I'm watching it right now. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. It was great to see.
That's good. And how's it been like for you also through this football journey? She said you played basketball with Issy, and then you play footy together, and now you seem to see where she gets. And I'm sure that's a dream that you would love to get to one day. And she said progress up the levels.
Yeah, I definitely think I would love to be at that level. And I know right now, my current state, don't have skill, but it's more of like I need someone not to invest in getting me there, but like I need like a kind of opportunity because I have the drive, I have the passion, I have the hard work. It's really just developing my skills. And it's kind of hard to get opportunities.
Yes, definitely is. And I'm assuming you're referring to VFLW is probably the next step you want to get into to try and further up that progression too.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a goal of mine.
So, biggest strengths, Emma, as a footballer, what would you say they are for you?
I think I always work hard and I will never give up. I don't care if we're down by 100 points. I will still be out on that field running until that siren goes. Like, I'm really someone who will go in hard and hard again. I don't care how much we're losing by, how the odds are against us. I will keep going.
And that's really some good advice that a lot of people, even at AFLW level, can take on board. You know, you see people first, and you can watch it yourself at local level. You can see it on TV at AFLW games and AFL, and even being at those games as well. You can see some players are like the words people use, they've checked out.
Yeah.
Screw that. But no, what you've said is what everyone should be doing. So that's well said. What are some goals you set for yourself, Emma, this year? I'm assuming coming back from the injury is one, but what is some other goals you got as well on top of that?
Some goals of mine are to obviously develop my footy and get back to the stage where I was like, I guess, a kind of fearless player. After injury, it's hard to get back to that stage, but that's where I want to get back to. Definitely want to be aiming to play higher levels in the future. So that's another goal of mine. And yeah, just enjoying it at the same time as well.
How are you feeling, with that comeback game being so close away now? How are you feeling? And you said it can be nervous coming back from an injury, from an ankle injury. So how are you feeling heading into that moment?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. It's definitely a bit nerve-wracking because it could so easily kind of happen again just because of the already ankle weakness. But also contrast to that, I'm building up that strength more than ever in my ankles so it doesn't happen again. Yeah, it's nerves, but I'm so excited to be back because it's only been like 3 months and I feel like I just like want to be back there so badly.
That's good. Yeah, absolutely. You'd want to be back. No one loves sitting on the sidelines. I think no one would tell you that. To 2023, you were approached by collegians, and it was meant to be your final junior year for them, but you ended up playing for them in their Premier A seniors team, and you made it all the way to the Premier A finals, and you were awarded also in that year most courageous as well, which is obviously a huge honour, and something, as you said, wasn't going to be a thing you would have thought at the stage of playing that level, and then to end up playing there, making finals, and then winning the most courageous. Couldn't map it out much better.
Yeah, it was really great. I really wasn't expecting the whole, like, when I first got the message with them asking if I wanted to come play for them, I was like, I don't know if it was real or not. And I went down to one of their trainings and instantly, like, I just loved it. The people were amazing. The coach is amazing. Love every single player so much. And they invest into every single player. And it was great. It was a great season. I made so many friends. I developed my footy so much more from juniors. And I'm just so glad I made the move to go there.
How high up would you rank an award like the most courageous? Obviously, I feel like some people don't take some of these awards as serious as they should. I feel like, everyone loves the best and fairest, and they love the demos and all that type of stuff. Really, those awards are probably a bit underrated. I don't know how you would rank them, but I would say they're a bit more good than what people say probably publicly overall give it credit for.
Yeah, they're definitely underrated, and as you would assume, because best and fairest, that's like your best player. Those kind of ones are like your best skills-wise, but then I take it as I'm so proud to have that award because you can have the best skills out there, but if you're not going to be courageous or go in hard or any of those things, then you're not going to develop into not only a good player, but also a good person. Like, you can have all the skills, but that's not going to get you anywhere without those kind of awards. Like, everyone kind of talks about how they're just like hand off awards, but like I love that I got that one. That's the one I would have loved to have gotten.
That's good. Now, also, obviously, in your time, you obviously been playing footy for a bit and into basketball. How were you at basketball?
Yeah, I was all right. I played representative level for Melbourne Tigers for quite a few, like 6 years. I played in that rep team. But yeah, I ultimately went back to footy because it was just more, I love not the physicality, but just like, it's always hard work. Because in basketball, there's sometimes like slight like off time, not off times, but I just love the hard work that footy brings.
Oh, that's definitely fair enough. Now, who are some of your favourite teammates down at the footy club?
Oh, I've got so many. I love all of them. One of my teammates, Mars, she is like my footy mum. She cares about me so much, and she is always there for me, and I love her so much. But everyone at that club is amazing. I couldn't pinpoint one person. They're all just amazing.
Fair enough. What nicknames do you get, Emma, at the club or anywhere, like or dislike?
I get Meggsy a lot. I like that one. I'm known at footy as Meggsy. I don't think they've said my Emma in like the last year. I go by Meggsy at footy. Obviously, all those ones like Megatron come up and those ones, but Meggsy's the main one that I go by.
Oh, it's Meggsy. What do you think of the name Megatron?
It's funny, but on the field, if someone's yelling out Megatron, it's just a bit random. Get a few looks here and there.
You know, you might get an opposition player go, what the flip?
Yeah.
But also, in saying that, would you feel like it had to be, obviously it's a bit of fun. That's all right, you're good. This app does that randomly. So how do you feel, though, Emma, when a teammate, if they do say it on the footy field, do you feel like any added pressure to a degree to go, gee, she's got this name, she must be a gun, or like, you know, a gun to get that name, and gee, she wouldn't want to miss the next shot she has a goal?
Yeah, I get that. Guess there's that side of it as well. I love having a nickname on the field because it's like not like I'm valued, but like they're putting even the effort to have a nickname for me. Like I feel like our team's just very close. We all have nicknames for each other, and it really builds more of a connection. And then on the field, some funny nicknames come out, and you can see the other team get a bit nervous.
And so, who loves limelight, the attention and the camera at the club, and they can't get enough of it, and they know exactly what to do when that camera's around?
Oh, definitely one of my teammates, Saxy. She loves the camera. Every time it's there, she will be in front of it.
Nice. Is there anything someone does at the club, Emma, that you can't stand with, that's leaving rubbish around, just being flat out annoying, jump scaring people? Is there anything like that comes to mind?
The only thing that really annoys me is players who don't try. I'm not going to name drop any of them right now, but the ones that don't try, the ones that get on my last nerve. That's like my pet peeve in life in general. If you're not trying, I hate it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so what do you feel is the best individual game ever that you've ever played at any level that, you know, that strikes out to you as like, that was pretty good?
Oh, definitely one of my games last season. We didn't come away with the win, but I just like did not stop running that whole game. I was landing all my tackles. I was swerving the opposition, making my kicks. It was just a great game. Like I felt very accomplished in myself.
That's good. You love nothing better than that. Now, what is the best goal, Emma, that you've ever kicked at any level? Is there anything that comes to mind?
There was one that I wasn't even trying to go for goal, which is funny, but it went in the goals. I was like very much on the left side, and it kind of was like it was meant to like banana to a player, and then it completely swerved around from the boundary into the goal, and it was great, even though I wasn't trying to do it.
That's as they say, it doesn't matter how you get it as long as you get it.
Yeah.
Was that? Are you left footer or right footer?
I'm a right footer. It was on the left side though.
That's still impressive regardless. Speaking of goals, how would you fancy yourself in front of the goals, Emma? On the run, check side, set shots. What are you more comfortable?
I'm definitely an on the run person. I don't really take set goals very often.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like one who will just snag a goal because got into the right position, or I'm on the run, stuff like that. I don't really take too many set goals. Most of my goals come from just being getting into the space and getting the ball and kicking it on the run.
So what would you say is your average distance kick?
It really varies. I'm not actually 100% sure. It does quite vary depending, because as I said, I don't really take many set shots, so it's kind of like a bit iffy where it is.
That's yeah. I'm not one to talk about distance kicks. It's generally around that 25 range, and that's good. That is. Here we are. Now, mark a goal of the year. Which one would you rather do, and why?
Mark of the year. I just think they're so impressive. Like, yeah, a goal is impressive, but like goals happen a lot. But that one mark of the year is just like, how did that person get the ball and keep it in their hands? That's the one I would rather.
So, I mean, I get a 50-50 answer, Emma, every time I bring this. It's good to see all the reasons and variations of it. Now, if you were to pull a mark of the year off or a goal of the year, would you be one to post it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I love the honesty. I love the honesty. I mean, unless your name's Jeremy Howe, I don't think anyone gets mark or goal of the year every year.
Yeah, that's true. No, if I was playing like AFL, I'd definitely post it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if you or depending on what platform it is, retweets, reshares, whatever you want to call it, there'd be
yeah, there'd be one on the Instagram story.
Sure, guarantee that, even as a statement. Well, for me, I would anyway. So if you were to best describe the best goal you would love to ever get, it can be as unrealistic as you like here. At the moment, the occasion, the angle, what would you love it to be, Meggsy?
I would love one on the opposite foot, my non-dominant left foot, from the right pocket. I reckon that would be a nice goal for me. And like quite far out. I'd go quite far out.
That's good. That's really good. I haven't really had anyone say something like that in terms of saying the opposite foot on a long angle. That'd be. I'm just imagining myself attempting to try that. Yeah, that'd be. Don't know how it'll work, but that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Happy if I could goal from a long range on my normal foot, let alone a bloody opposite foot. All right. So, what are some outside of footy interests that you have?
Outside of footy, I'm a snowboarder, so I love going to the snowboarding. I love surfing as well, all of those kind of board sports. That's like my outsider thing I do. And I love going to the gym as well. Very unpopular opinion, but I love going to the gym.
Yeah, a lot of football people mention that just quietly. Yeah, they do. In terms of surfing though, Meggsy, would you say you're a pro surfer?
Oh, maybe not pro, but we'll go with intermediate.
So you can stand on the surfboard on the water?
Oh, no, I can surf, but I wouldn't say pro.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, when it comes to surfing, I haven't even attended for a long, long time, and it was forced through all the way back in high school. But the only time to stand on the surfboard, Meggsy, is when the board is on the sand.
Fair enough.
Yes, and I've had some people say that too, so I feel a bit better. But in saying you said you could nail it, so that's okay. If you were, actually, yes, I'll ask this one. Teammates you've been impressed by, they kind of fly under the radar a little bit, and you would feel they're a bit more underrated. They don't really get much appreciation as you feel that they should.
A person, did you say, sorry?
There's some teammates that you're kind of impressed by that how they play, and that they don't really get talked up as much as you feel they should.
I feel like it's a lot of the players that are in the back line. I can think of a few in mind. Some of my teammates, one of them, Zoe. She plays full back, and she's like our last line of defense. She's amazing, and I think that because obviously the people who kick the goals get the attention, but the ones who stop the goals don't really. And I think a lot of the backs really fly under the radar, but they're doing an amazing job.
If your teammates, Meggsy, were to describe you in one word or a sentence, what would they describe you as?
Someone who never gives up and will push through injury as well. I get a lot of jokes about that one because I kept playing through all my injuries and I never will come off because of an injury.
What are some fun facts about you, Meggsy, that people may not know about you?
Fun facts. A fun fact is I worked at Macca's for 4 years. That one always gets a few laughs.
Does it?
Yeah. Another fun fact is that my first name is technically not Emma. It's Emma Jade.
Oh.
That's another one not many people know. And another one is I love pineapple on pizza.
Oh no. Oh
Yep.
no.
Yep.
You want to know, Meggsy, why I say oh no? Because soon there'll be some food questions, and I was going to see how many you would get correct. 7 people say answer all these 6 questions the same way I did, and that was one of the questions, and you just went the opposite. So we're not going to get a clean sweep, but that's okay. Only 7 people out of over 50 people have got the same as me, so you wouldn't be in the alley. But that one, we'll get into it now since you just did it. That's the first food question. So this is where these people always get arms about all these hot topic ones. Now, you just said the apple pizza answer. So, right, that's none for one, but that's okay. But the next one, this one, Emma, one that's the most important of the lot. Chicken palmy. Is it a palmy or something else?
It's Parma.
Oh, no. Oh, that's 2 in a row. Oh, dear. Okay. Now, you're the first person now to say something that's not a palmy. Can you please explain why it's not that?
It's just a Parma. It just sounds so much better. Makes more sense. Pardon? Sorry, you cut out.
So, like I tell the other people that said the wrong answer, can you please spell out the word Parmigiana?
It's a good question.
Yes. That's always my rebuttal back. It's spelled P-A-R-M-I.
It is, but Parma just sounds better.
I'll cop that. At least you're admitted that it's spelt that, because every time the other 4 people I've said to that to, when I spell it out or get them to spell it out, they say, nah, it's still the same. But at least it's spelt like that at least. Anyway, now another fun fact about this question or these questions is no one's ever got under 3 out of 6. So not a great start. We'll see how you go. I think we'll pick it up now. All right. I've been thrown off now. Tomato sauce, cupboard or fridge?
Fridge.
I don't mind either. So, but
I don't really. It's not a big one for me. I don't like tomato sauce. So.
All right. Okay, I was going to say just any sauce then. Would you be still the same answer?
Yeah, it'd probably be in the fridge.
Yep. That's fair enough. All right. I'll count that because you said whatever. So 1 for 3. Okay. Favorite food?
Favorite food, pizza.
I'll definitely cop that. That's 2 for 4. There we go. Now we're cooking now. Right. Food you don't like?
Olives.
Got up now. 3 for 5. There we go. Last one for the food side of things. Favorite takeaway place?
Favorite what?
Takeaway place.
KFC.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't hate it. Although, in saying that, only about 6 years ago, that food almost killed me.
Oh, that's not good.
No, the chicken twister. That was something I used to always get. And, yeah, it wasn't great. That was not good. How about you? Okay, that was more of an extreme circumstance, but any food gets me sick or, it just puts me off, you forget about me trying it again.
Yeah, that's true.
For anything, not just that, but I'm a bit like that with anything. Right, so 4 out of 6, 3.5 out of 6. So not bad. The lowest someone's ever got is 3, so you're safe. So that's good. All right, now back to the other question. So, have you got any off-field stories at the club that are something like very special? Like, if, for example, if any players come from, say, overseas, other sports backgrounds that have come to play footy?
I feel like there's a lot of stories. We have people from everywhere, from different sports. We have like people who've played quite high level in other sports. Sorry, my dog's making a lot of noise right now. I think one of my best like kind of memories of what's it called? Off the field, yeah, is when me and my team, the whole club, the whole women's side of the club did this thing where it's like you have to go around to each person on like a piece of paper and write like one nice thing about them. And I still have mine hanging on my wall. It's like I read it every day. It was like a great memory for all of us.
And did you want to share what they wrote for you?
Oh, I got a lot of things. It was like everyone, because it was like 60 people who wrote on each piece of paper. So there was just a lot of great things. I still have a hang on my wall by my bed, just so it's always there.
Very good. If you need to pick me up, there you go.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's good. All right. So, have you ever had any AFLW player interactions as a fan? If so, was there any memorable or forgettable moments?
I have had some interactions with quite a few. We had like 4 of the Richmond players down at our club, and we had a great time with all of them. They were so lovely, and it was just an overall great interaction with them. Definitely memorable.
Does it make you feel a bit? I don't know. Make it feel. I don't know the right word to put it, but make you feel happy knowing that you officially know someone full on that's in an AFLW club in your case now?
Yeah, I guess so. But there were also regular people, like in a way. But it's still great to see them, and definitely a fangirl moment. But yeah, it's nice to have them around every now and again.
Very true. Defenders. I feel like that is I think I know the answer going up some of the comments you made already about defenders. So I feel like that deserves a bit more love from a public level, at least from an AFLW level in particular. Because obviously the forwards got the Coleman, the Brownlow centre towards mids, and even Ruxy are recognised in vote C. Do the defenders in AFLW level need their own official title as well, just like those positions have?
Yeah, I think so. I think it would be really great because it's like the one that's kind of doesn't have anything, so they could make something. I don't really know what they'd make, but I think they should definitely come up with something.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely do deserve one. And we'll see what happens in the future if they ever do want to bring one in. Now, obviously, who do you support in the AFLW?
Carlton.
All right. You must be happy for how the Blues guys have started the year.
Yep, I love to see it.
Do you ever attend any of their games?
Yeah, for sure. I try to go to as many games as I can when I'm not working or not have my own footy and stuff like that.
Sure. How's that atmosphere though when they're going so well and then they're having decent numbers in crowds as well?
Oh, I love it. It's a great atmosphere to see everybody there for like the same kind of thing. And just like footy in general, the atmosphere is always great. Everyone's always excited, in a good mood.
So unless you're losing, then there might be some angry faces.
Yeah.
Of course, as always. Now, I was going to say I had a blank. It was about footy. But yeah, obviously with Carlton, how do you feel they'll go this year?
I think realistically, definitely in the 8.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll get to like semi-final, then maybe tap out. I would love to see them in the grand final, but going off our past record, don't know if they'll make it the full way, but I would love for them to make it the full way.
So, most prized possessions.
My most prized possessions? My most prized possession is my dog. She's my favourite. Yeah, the dog that's making all the noise in the background.
Okay. Favorite TV shows or movies you have?
My favourite show is Grey's Anatomy. Bit of a basic one, but I love it so much.
That's good. I've heard that answer a fair bit more now. in terms of Grey's Anatomy, are you one that would rewatch episodes or seasons over and over again?
Yeah, definitely for Grey's Anatomy, I would. I love the show so much.
True. I do that with some shows as well. Are you one of those people like me that when you rewatch it, you know, like scene by scene, you're like, all right, he's better get hit in the head in 3, 2.
Yeah, that's me.
So, and I feel like it's obviously a real good thing to have a good memory, obviously. But like when you're watching these shows, sometimes I feel like, far out, I wish I didn't know every bloody scene.
Yeah, I definitely wish I could rewatch it from the start without having watched it, but also like I love the show so much.
Sorry, same here. All right. What are some quirks, Emma, that some people would say that you have that you wouldn't necessarily like to admit?
I definitely have the one that I care too much about things. That's like one I get a lot, and I'm like, I don't like to admit it, but it's probably true. But it's just, I guess it also has its benefits, though.
No, absolutely. Okay, so teammates' hearts get broken, and teammates may love you more and more. We don't know. We'll have to see how they go here. Right, the first one is best chatterbox at the club.
Probably myself.
Bit of honesty, Emma, and it's not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
Some people make it out to be a bad thing sometimes, like, oh, gee, you chat too much, you're annoying. I'll say. You need to talk, don't you, Emma?
Yeah, I love a good chat.
Yeah, that too. All right, okay. So, loudest and quietest teammates.
Loudest, probably our captain. She's pretty loud. And quietest would be like quite a lot of. We have a lot of new people this season, so they're quite quiet, obviously.
Trying to get a bit accustomed to the new crew and then potentially fly out that shell.
Yeah, definitely.
Fair enough. Now, this could be interesting. If you're stuck on a deserted island, Meggsy, with teammates, who are you bringing and not bringing, and why?
Oh, I'm gonna bring. Oh, that's tough. Who would I bring? I'd bring Zoe Gurr. She's one of my teammates because she'll keep it funny. She'll be great to have a chat out there with. And she's quite resourceful, I would say. And I would not be stuck with some of the slightly annoying people because it would drive my head in.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Now, Meggsy, in your whole time of playing sport, not just football, but also basketball, have you ever had to deal with crowd hecklers, and how do you react to them? Do you give them nothing? Do you bite back? Do you do a bit of both? How are you with crowd hecklers?
I try to start by not giving them anything, but then if it keeps going on, I start to get into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Start to mouth off just slightly. Nothing too bad, but if it's repetitive, I will make a comment or two.
And I definitely can't finish this interview without bringing up that background. That's a great backdrop you got.
Yeah, I live in South Yarra, so it's got a nice. Live on the 20th floor, so.
Better. No, that's good. Good, great backdrop. Sure. Now, also, celebrity crush.
Oh, it's also a footy player.
Yeah.
Charlie Curnow.
Am I surprised that was I knew it was Carlton, so once I knew you said it was a footy player, I'm like, okay, it's going to be Cripps or Curnow. That's just
yeah, Charlie Curnow.
You know what I love about someone bringing up an AFL players, because everyone brings up the Megan Fox, all these The Rock, it's like that'll happen. Although these ones are in country.
Yeah.
Then again, it's a bit of what do you call it? fantasy land, I suppose. But then again, that's what the question's about.
Yeah, sure. That's true.
Very. What jumper number do you wear? And is there any meaning behind it?
I wear 28 because 8 is the number I used to. I like every sport I've played. I've always had an 8 in the number, and my dad and brother played in 27, so I kind of combined it with that and went 28.
Side by side too, 27, 28.
Yeah.
That's very good. Game day superstitions, Meg. Did you have?
Not too much, but I have to play in an even number, which is kind of weird. That's also why I went 28, not 27, is I have to be in an even number or I just think I'm going to play really badly.
Is there anything that you have to do like on game day also where you like have to have the same food the morning of or the night before? Same clothes, same boots, socks, all that type of stuff?
Not really too much like that. I will wear the same like GPS tracker unit as well. In a number that I like. It has to be even as well. I have to play in even numbers. It's just a thing I have to do to play well. But yeah, I don't really have any foods I'll do or anything like that.
Yeah.
But
that's fair enough. A lot of people too. I mean, I suppose it's a common thing. Footballers aren't generally people that have junk food after junk food after junk food. A lot of them mention pasta.
Yeah, I do enjoy pasta.
Yeah, that's very, very common answer. All right, so just got a few more for you, Becky. So I do really appreciate you coming on. So if you were the AFLW CEO or AFL CEO for a day, what rule are you adding and or removing?
I'm removing you have to be like completely like still on the mark.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to like jump.
The stand.
The stand rule, I would remove that so you can jump. And I'd probably add, I don't know what rule I'd add. I'd probably just take some rules away. Yeah,
absolutely. That's fair enough. I mean, some rules that, people just roll their eyes back and go, gee.
Yeah.
What is that? Or what are you thinking at the level of standard of umpiring at AFL level at the moment? I think it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, I don't want to say they're the ones who cop it all, I guess. So I'm not going to say anything too bad, but I do think it needs a little bit of reviewing. Definitely some reviewing.
Now, AFLW point of view, Meggsy, who would you say is the best player in the competition? Because I get so many answers and so many variations. I feel like it's so even. Better than men's where there's probably, standard 3 or 5. With the women's, you got Laura Gardner, Ebony Marinoff, Jazz Garner, Ash Riddell, the Prosparka sisters, Ellie Morford, Ella Roberts, Sally Goldsworthy. There's so many names you could put in that spot. And Mon Conti, of course. Who would you put in that spot?
Yeah, I would put Monique Conti.
Yes.
I just think she's an all-rounder player. She played basketball at Melbourne Tigers as well. She's like a multi-sport athlete, and she's just like, she's great.
She can't do much wrong, can she? She's a 5-time Richmond beater queen. I'm pretty sure she's only been in Richmond for 5 years, so 5 and 5. The league best and fairest this year. And then all these basketball accolades. I know she recently played over 100 games, maybe a month or so ago. So as you said, and obviously good at the sport as well, not just playing games there. So that actually would be a very, very good answer. Now, one more for you, Mexi, so I do really appreciate coming on. If you could map out an ideal dream football scenario for you from right now all the way until the end of the year or a little bit over that, how would you love this year to pan out for you?
I would love this year for my club to not necessarily finish on top, but finish together and just support each other. I would love to get back into playing seniors once my ankle's fully healed. And I'd love to be looking at VFL offers at the end of the year.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure having you on. And hopefully, as you said, that happens. Hopefully you get back from this injury and there's no more setbacks forever. It's gone. It'll be in the past. And hopefully that first time back for you is a good one. And hopefully everything you just mentioned there. That's it. Yeah, please do really appreciate you coming on. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.